number one decided that it should be difficult. So gonna try something new. And by new I mean just like again. Good. Okay, this face is working out. I am feeling pretty happy with how this is going, so. I feel like this is going to turn out pretty good. Okay, let's see. Hello to Michael. Hello to Just Willow. Nice to see some people. Try. So let's see. Some of this face is not telling me that I've done it right. So neck goes like that. It's okay. We have shoulders for okay. This is gonna be a hard perspective to do. I thought I had it right, but now I'm looking at it again and I'm like, ooh. Let's see. Michael says, how has your day been? My day has been pretty okay. I had a class that I didn't really super enjoy, mostly because it's making me do a bunch of garbage that I didn't feel like doing this year. I was hoping to wait till like next year. Mostly it's like job stuff, and I don't want to really address any of that until as much later as I can. That looks wrong, dang it. How do you... have... Okay, I guess I'm gonna look up guy leaning off edge of boat. See if I can... none of these are at all what I want. You guys can't see it, but there's literally a picture where there's like this cliff and this dude is sitting, like, there's his foot, there's his legs, and he's like this. Off this cliff, and I'm like, that is not at all what I asked for. It's so hard when you have like a very specific pose in your mind and you have no clue how to find a reference, or even if there is a reference. But yeah, anyway, so this cliff guy is not at all some dude leaning off of a boat. See, just below says my iPad is broken, it keeps dying and then turning on and then dying. That's frustrating. Yeah, mine doesn't die immediately, which I do appreciate that of it. You know, gotta look at the pros where they are and I guess focus on cons later, but yeah, it just glitches sometimes. Because actually, like, the screen of the iPad itself isn't glued on right. You know, I broke my screen once, and then when I took it in to be fixed, he fixed it, but it didn't glue right, so I took it back, and then he super glued it, and it still didn't fix right. So I just like, you know what, whatever, I'm not interested in dealing with this anymore. Let's see, so this is a chest, that's how that, and then stomach. Sometimes I look at my sketches and I just... But yeah, anyway, so my screen actually doesn't sit right. And so sometimes, I don't know for sure, but I think it just pinches the cords or something going on in the device itself. That puts my boat a lot lower. But I think that looks a little more natural, so I'm gonna keep it. Yeah, anyway, so my screen doesn't even sit where it's supposed to. I actually have, like, little tiny bugs under my screen. So that I just, like, didn't realize, and I squished them as I was, like, tapping. Anyway, so it's super gross, but yeah, anyway, so sometimes it, like, pinches cords or something, and it makes it very hard to draw, because sometimes it just tells me what it's going to do rather than me telling my device what it's going to do. Let's see. Michael says, what are you drawing? Today I am drawing my character. This is Bru. His full name is Bruin. And I'm doing him as a pirate. So I'm going to give him like a bandana, and he's going to be on a ship. This isn't his actual story, like he's not actually a pirate. But I like pirates, so he gets to be a pirate for today. Okay, and then here's our little waves of water. That'll be our horizon line. Well, that'll be our horizon line. And then beautiful mermaid lady. That's her spine. There's a shoulder. I thought I sketched this out pretty good, but looking at it now, I'm like, that's not going to work for what I'm trying to do. But I think I need to make this arm a little bit longer. And then here's our hand. Let's see. It says maybe just bug it. Yeah. I can just debug my device. Okay. So this is going to be shirt. And actually I think I want him a bandana, but maybe I should okay. That'll save me a lot of time and energy on hair, because I'm not super interested in drawing hair right now. Okay. I'm feeling a lot better about this. I'm very... This sketch makes me feel a lot better. I am going to add a hand on the boat here, I think. Or maybe I'll move it. I'll just put a little arrow saying move it. But, maybe I don't want the arm there? Question mark? So yeah, she's gonna get hair. Yeah. Okay. This sketch makes me feel a lot better. But that also means I need to redo sketch number 2 where he's like being pulled in a little bit. So we're gonna go in. And I'm gonna try basically this whole bit here will be moved downward a bit. I'm actually gonna nope, never mind. Oh gosh, what did I do? Okay. Basically right now I'm trying to do like a 2-frame animation. Where we see him being pulled to sea or whatever. And I think it'll be really cool if I do it right. I do have to figure out how my arms are going to move on him though, because if they don't go right, then it'll look weird. Maybe like that. So basically it'll be like that kind of motion. Like, yeah, okay, I'm happy with that. So I will proceed with these now. Yeah, if this turns out, I might make it into like an animation and then post it as like a full video, but if not, then I won't. And I suppose I'll find out. Oh, dang. Some of these lines are just so difficult. Okay, I do like that one. Okay, I'm happy with that one too. Okay. I will proceed with that, I suppose. I mean, I'm sure I'll figure out later that I didn't like it, but Dang it, these ear lines are like so difficult. Okay. Don't feel like it's coming undone. So okay. Yeah, Bru isn't a pirate in his actual story. He's actually a drag queen, so very, very different. But sometimes I like to play around with different story ideas, alternate universes or whatever, just because it kind of helps me understand why my characters do what they do, because like sometimes it's like very strong personality traits that they have don't exist when they like if they were in a different environment, And then sometimes they have personality traits that stick with them no matter what. And so it's kind of interesting to kind of dissect which traits are which. And you can easily figure that out if you stick them in a different environment and work through the hypotheticals or whatever. Oh, I'm excited about how this is turning out. Oh, good. Okay. Here. feel like this is turning out really well. I'm feeling very good about this. Okay. Now I will work on this mermaid a little bit more. Okay, so the hair will look something like that. I'll go back in and clean up the lines in just a little bit. And I guess by just a little bit I mean right now, because that's what I'm doing. Hi, Quiet Wolf. Dang, this hair is so difficult. Wrong brush. Okay, that looks good. Sorry, I'm super late. No, you know what? You're not late. I just have been goofing around with line art, trying to recreate sketches that I already sketched, so I haven't really missed anything. I'm really just glad that you joined it all, so thank you. Wow, this is turning out way better than I would have ever thought it would have. It is a little bit difficult to try and figure out how to draw wet hair, but I think I've got it pretty good. I am feeling good about this, though. Oh, that one glitched. Wow, the hair looks like hair. Let's see, once it maybe if I can speak. It says once it's colored, add lots of highlights. That's a great tip. I probably will totally do that. Plus lots of references as well. I'm also trying to make it look like it's kind of like sticking to her skin, which that is super difficult. And obviously this is like really nice hair. Like, I don't know about you, but like, if I wash my hair does not turn out looking like this. It's a lot more frizzy, but for today, we will ignore the frizz because that sounds like more work for me. It's also easier to make hair look wet if you've already drawn the character before, because then you can just make the hair darker a little bit. Like, this is the color I normally have my hair, and if I wanted to make it look dark, I would make it look like that instead, because, you know, the water basically just pins your hair to your head, and then air can't travel through the space near as well, so it makes you look, or your hair look darker. So that's something I know. But with this like this mermaid, I haven't drawn her before, probably won't draw her again, so it's like, how do you have no context for how the hair will look normally. And honestly, neither do I, so I think highlights is the best solution for this. That's the wrong thing for me to do. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of problem solving that comes with art, but, you know, it's kind of fun, so I don't mind. See, it says I'm obsessed with this drawing. Oh my gosh, thanks. There's a high likelihood of me becoming obsessed with this, but that's because, like, it's my work, and sometimes I just get really proud of myself. But it means a lot when other people are like, yes, this is worth. I feel seen, I feel validated, so thank you. Okay. Now I just gotta figure out what to do with right here, because I'm not sure how to make that look organic. Maybe. Okay, I'm gonna try something. We'll see if it works out. I feel like I could probably do this a little bit better. it might work. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. I feel like this is working. Says I feel like a 4-year-old with a crayon compared to this. Stop, you're making me blush. No, well, so honestly, I feel like I should be further along than where I'm at with like how much I practice. But thank you so much. Because honestly, it makes me feel so good to hear these kind of things. I'm not going to add that as a line, I'll add it as shading later, but I feel like this is working. Okay. Mm. It's a little bit hard because like I want her to be a little bit curvy, but not too curvy and not too thin either, but like I don't know. I don't know what I want from this mermaid. I guess I'll just see what she gives me. Sometimes I feel like I just stare at my art for like majority of the time. Okay, I'm looking at this. I am trying to decide what I'm doing. Oh, good to know. With the arms. Do the arms look right? That's the big question. And then if they don't, how can I make them look better? I don't know what that bill was. Maybe like that. That goes like that. So yeah. Back comes through here, which means shoulder. So the shoulder could be like that, or second arm goes there. So we have okay, I think I like the second arm better. Because I think it gives her more control, and the whole point is she is going to pull him off of that little dinghy so that they can end up in the ocean. With her going to eat him, I'm sure, or whatever the mermaids do. Okay. So I know that I'm going to use this line art again for the next frame where he's being pulled down. So I'm going to save that, and then I can keep working on this stuff. I did not mean to do that. I think I'm also gonna duplicate this layer and see where it will fall over here. Okay. So he gets pulled down here. Okay. I feel like that's a little bit too cartoon, so let's try and go like that. Nope, never mind. I'm just gonna follow trust my sketch. Trust the sketch. That being said, I am gonna shrink those eyes a little bit. Okay. I'm going... This is gonna be cool. Let's see, I feel like the mermaid is evil. Is it just me? Okay, so you're not wrong in the sense that her whole goal in this image is to basically lure Bru to his death. Although, I don't want to call it evil because she's too pretty. I feel like it's more, morally gray. You know? where, like, maybe she doesn't realize that this will end up, like, hurting him, or, like, something like that, where it's, like, but, like, the danger is real, you know? But I don't know. We'll see. I just know that, like, Bru 100% would not be able to help. Is my cat coming in my room? Dang it. Cat, don't open my door. I'm not gonna shut it again. Jerk. Okay. Anyway, I just know that Bru wouldn't be able to ignore a pretty mermaid, you know? Okay. I'm very happy with how Bru's face turned out, and I don't know if you were there for, like, the very, very beginning of, not this stream, but the stream that I did prior to having to start everything over because of my glitchy screen. I was struggling with his face, so I'm very happy that it's turned out this well. And same with the mermaid's face. Loving that. Let's see. She's too pretty to be evil. That's the quote of the year. Yeah, I'd feel sad if she was, like, actually evil. Because I'm, like, really liking her. But maybe she is. You know what? She can pick that for herself. Okay. I've done a face. I've done a second face. Hair is done for both of them. Finished her body. So maybe I finish Bru's next. I think that is what I will do. Yeah, I've decided. I'm going to do a different layer though, just in case, because I feel like something is going to get messed up here. And that'll happen very easily, so just as a little bit of extra precaution. Okay. I feel like my grasp of anatomy is so iffy that I either do it really well or I cannot figure it out for the life of me. And I feel like this is one of those ones that very easily could be a problem. And then on top of it, I don't think I have his outfit designed, so I'm going to do that real quick. Here he is. He's going to have a loose shirt. And then mostly my problem is, what do his sleeves look like? Are they going to be long, flowy sleeves, little cuff? Or did I do short sleeves? Nope, I decided. That's it. So we're going to do long sleeves. Goodbye, little bud. Let's see, so I was scrolling through your videos and I saw Crushed by an Anvil and I didn't watch it. Now I'm scared to watch it. LOL. Oh my gosh, that one's so old. Don't worry. Everything is fine in that video. It's mostly just like a stupid joke that I thought of, you know, years and years ago. I won't tell you what happens. That way you have to go watch the video. But everything is fine. it is definitely an exaggeration, so don't worry about it. Okay. Hair's done. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time just focusing, and I'll make this one a little bit better. How does fabric work? I swear. Maybe I'll try this a little bit different. I think I can accept that as a sleeve. I feel like this looks so dumb. Dang it. Okay. Maybe it's because I need to let this be. Oh. Okay. I figured out what I'm doing here. Dang it. I seriously don't know how fabric works. I know it doesn't work like that, but whatever. Later. Okay, that kind of looks like pants. That kind of looks like a shirt. Feeling good about this. Let's see, it says, I'm happy I gained 1 subscriber today. You having 3K, me 78 subs. Yep, I'm doing pretty good. You know what? You absolutely are. Those first 100 subs are so... I found that once I hit 100, it just, it picked up and it got easier, I guess. But yeah, honestly, 78, that, you're almost to that 100 mark. So that's awesome. Okay. Shirt, sleeves. Kind of looks like sleeve, so I'm feeling good about that. Gotta decide what I'm doing. with this collar. Okay, we're turning out, turning out. Let's see if this looks. Let's see if this looks amazing so far. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm feeling super good about it, so I'm very excited. Okay. Hmm. I feel like this vaguely looks like what I want it to. It'll probably work out more as I add maybe her arms. I don't know. We'll try. Maybe. Okay, that kind of looks like a hand. It's very exciting. Dang it. Well, that didn't work either. See, Nama says hi again. It looks so beautiful. Thank you. Also, hi again. Okay. Something about this hand is not sitting right with me, and I think it's the thumb, which means I think it needs to be cut short and go further down. As in... like that. Okay. Yeah, I feel a little bit better about that. Do I? Maybe? I gotta stare at it for a while and just, like, stare. Okay, hold on. I'm going to put this down for a second. If I'm grabbing something, it looks... Okay, so you guys can't see me, but I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. I am trying to... Okay, so I think this means two things based on what my little blanket research just did. Nope, I dislike that so much more. So, okay, I'm gonna try something else. So there's two options for this shirt grab. Basically, originally my plan was she was one-handed, grabbing just with one hand. I think a second hand coming in gives her a little bit more control over him, which is kind of what this second hand is gonna do. But so she could have it so she has two hands on two separate areas of his shirt around his collar. Or she could do it where she has two hands, but they're both pulling at the same point. And the thing is, I'm trying to think, like, if I'm pulling someone, I most likely am having two anchor points because people are heavy. People are heavy, you pull them with 2 points rather than one. Which means that you're not going to see her thumb on her second hand. If she was pulling from the same point, then you would see her thumb. Yeah, okay. Sometimes I just have to talk it out, or else it won't work out. Okay. It's a weird angle, because, like, if it was from straight on, then we would see two hands on either side of his chest, I guess. And it would make more sense. Here, the angle makes it so you're not going to see the hands at two separate points necessarily. Okay, I think I've decided that I'm going to wait on that. And I'm going to finish the rest of her arm, and then that will also kind of give me a sense of what I'm doing. So let's do that first, I think is what I've decided. Maybe. Yeah, okay, I've decided that. Let's see, it says, what app do you animate on? I feel so weird for asking. Do not feel weird at all. Basically, I do all my art on Ibis Paint because it's the freest app that works good. You know, you can find free apps for art, but some of them just are not great. But this one is pretty good. So, I mean, not to, like, totally endorse Ibis Paint, but I kind of totally endorse it. So if you need a free app, I like to suggest this one for, like, I have cousins who sometimes are like, hey, what do you use to draw? Because you're the artist or whatever. And I say, well, I use Ibis Paint and I like it. because if you look at like all of these tools that it has, and then it also has like the layers and stuff. If you want a free art app, it's like the closest to what I've to Photoshop that I've used. And I feel like if you can use this app, then you can use Photoshop pretty easily. Obviously, I'm not a Photoshop master. Dang, this arm. Okay, I'm not a Photoshop master. Haven't even used it in like years. But it's kind of an intuitive switch from Paint to Photoshop. So that's a nice little bonus. Anyway, and then when I want to like actually put it together as a video, I just use iMovie because that's also the freest thing I can find. I'm not super big into spending money, so usually doesn't happen. But yeah, so that's what I do. And then I just put, so all my videos are basically just a slideshow of the images. He says, I use Ibis Paint X2. Photoshop is too expensive, plus I'm a child. Yeah, Photoshop is super expensive. And I don't have that kind of money, so I just use Ibis Paint instead. And it totally works. It works for everything that I need it for. I'm not really doing anything that I need like Photoshop specifically. Okay.